Later start today, so the stream is going to be correspondingly shorter. Do apologise, I'm not feeling well, so we'll see how long the stream actually lasts. But hopefully my drink will help settle my stomach. Playing the game will help take my mind off of things, and we'll have a good time. Also, hopefully the stream is as popular as it was yesterday. Talk to Rear Admiral Mikhailovich in a moment. Oh, did you have something to say?
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew.
Sure is. You know what? Codex entries first. Turians culture. While Turians are individuals with personal desires, their instinct is to equate the self with the group and set aside personal desires for the good of all. Turians are taught to have a strong sense of personal accountability, a Turian honour that other races find so remarkable. Turians are taught to own every decision they make, good or ill. The worst sin they can make in the eyes of their people is to lie about their own actions. Turians who murder will try to get away with it, but if directly questioned, most will confess the crime. Turians have a strong inclination towards public service and self-sacrifice, so they tend to be poor entrepreneurs. To compensate, they accepted the mercantile Volus as a client race, offering protection in exchange for their fiscal expertise. The Turian military is the centre of their society. It is not just an armed force, it is an all-encompassing public works organisation. The military police are also the civic police. The fire brigades serve the civilian population as well as military facilities. The Corps of Engineers builds and maintains spaceports, schools, water purification plants, and power stations. The Merchant Marine ensures that all worlds get needed resources. Turians' military doctrine. Although they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Asari, and the virtuosity of the humans, the Turian military has formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifers with years of field experience. Enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire line collapses, they fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, you will only see a Turian's back once he's dead. Boot camp begins on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, Biotics' motives are not always fully trusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their Biotics to specialist teams called Cabals. Command and control is decentralised and flexible. Individual squads can call for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armour, supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient and dislike risky operations. Tradition is important. Each legion has a full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honours in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turian Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armoured cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formations. At the conclusion of their service in the auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship. Quarians, economy. The migrant fleet has little economic base, operating in a state of perpetual hand-to-mouth. While Quarian ships include light manufacturing and assembly plants, they lack heavy industries such as refining and shipbuilding. The fleet has tankers for water purification and oxygen cracking, but the space-intensive nature of agriculture limits food production. A single disaster could destroy the fragile balance. The Quarians earn income in creative ways. Because the government is obliged to provide food, water, air, and medical support for every individual, the Conclave strategically determines the course of the fleet to bring in resources and income. A species who suspects the migrant fleet is heading towards their space often offers a gift of surplus starships, fuel, and resources to convince the Conclave to alter course. As the fleet passes through a system, swarms of mining vessels work over asteroids for metals and siliceous minerals, and cometary bodies for water ice and organics. Quarian miners are adept at locating and strip mining spaceborne resources. This sparks conflict with corporations already working the system. Large mining concerns spend millions on lobbyists and public relations, portraying the Quarians as locusts, devouring the resources of a system before moving on. The greatest asset of the Quarians is their rarefied skills. Most are experienced miners. Due to their life of perpetual salvage and repair, they are skilled engineers and technicians. More than once, the very corporations that lobby against the Quarians have made backroom deals with the fleet, arranging for skilled Quarians to fill space engineering jobs that other species would demand higher wages for. Quarians are widely hated among the working classes. The Quarians are coming to take our jobs as a common response to the fleet's approach. Racism is still endemic. Quarians, government. Due to the Quarians' precarious existence and the need to enforce strict rationing, government is somewhat autocratic. The migrant fleet's operations are directed by the Admiralty, a board of 5 military officers who are advised by a legislative body called the Conclave. Each vessel in the fleet has the right to send representatives to the Conclave aboard the flagship. The number of representatives is based on crew size. Larger clans, with bigger ships and more votes, form the cause of political blocs. Opposition comes from the Outriders coalition with delegates from thousands of smaller ships. The Admiralty defers to the Conclave's decisions in most circumstances. However, if all 5 members agree that a Conclave decision jeopardizes the survival of the fleet and cannot get the Conclave to address their concerns, they have the right to summarily overturn the legislative decision. After the Admiralty uses this extraordinary power, they must resign. If the Admiralty does not step down after using their veto, the rest of the military is obliged to arrest them. Man, that sounds really awesome. Each ship captain has authority over his vessel but is advised by an elected civilian council, just as the Admiralty is advised by the Conclave. This relationship may range from cooperation to polite tolerance to outright hostility, but any captain who overrules his council without good reason is relieved of command by the Admiralty. Many Quarian ships are owned by clans who pool their resources to purchase used vessels from private sellers. Large ships are prestigious for big, rich clans, but a small ship means status for a small clan with enough personal wealth to afford a private vessel. Clan vessel captains are not subject to dismissal by the Admiralty. Abusive captains are a family problem if they do not disrupt the operations of the fleet. Quarians, migrant fleet. The migrant fleet is the largest concentration of starfaring vessels in the galaxy, sprawling across millions of kilometers. It can take days for the entire fleet to pass through a mass relay. When the Quarians fled their homeworld, the fleet was a motley aggregation of freighters, shuttles, industrial vessels, and the odd warship. After 3 centuries, all have been modified to support larger crews as comfortably as possible. As the Quarians achieved stability, they began weeding out the ships least suitable for long-term habitation, selling them and pooling the money to buy larger and more space-worthy hulls. This process is ongoing as vessels wear out and break down. While some ships enjoy dedicated cabins with full privacy and sanitary facilities, many more are former freighters whose cargo bays and containers are pressurized and divided into family spaces using simple metal cubicle bulkheads. Hi, Bloodrain. The Quarians then live in these austere spaces with colourful quilts and tapestries which also help muffle sound. If you know what I mean. The day-to-day operations of the fleet, traffic control, station keeping, supply distribution, and so on are under military jurisdiction. Though ship captains have the authority to deviate from their assigned positions and may leave the fleet at any time, they are assumed to do so at their own risk. As the migrant fleet moves around the galaxy, many ships split off to pursue individual goals, returning days or years later. How am I? I'm a bit nauseous for whatever reason, but other than that, I appear to be okay. How are you, Bloodrune? Oh, stop hitting the handle on the tankard. FTL drive charge. As positive or negative electric current is passed through an FTL drive core, you're good, I'm glad to hear it. It acquires a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of a ship. All ungrounded crew members are fried to a crisp, all electronic systems are burned or out, and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. That seems suboptimal, if you're asking my opinion on such matters. Promise you won't make me drown myself this stream. I appreciate that. Boy, was my bladder full at the end of last stream. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection to the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels, like dreadnoughts, cannot land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from the drive core to the exterior armoured hull, then dives into the magnetic field. As the hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away into the field, creating beautiful auroral displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charge to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharging at a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging into the more powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities, such as the Citadel, often have special discharge facilities for visiting ships. Oh, like a quick charge system for an electric car. Gotcha.
After the Thresher moths are subterranean carnivores that spend their
Oh no,
entire
you've
lives
got the
eating
first message this stream.
or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack.
Yes,
In addition to
that's
physical
all it needs.
attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Or you do what I did on my previous playthrough, and you pick it off with sniper rifles and assault rifles. Believe it or not, my previous playthrough, I did not even think to whittle it down with the Mako's cannon and then get out and shoot it to get the maximum experience possible.
Faster, larger warships are generally
'Cause
classified
I'm
in
an
one
idiot.
of four weights. Frigates are small, fast ships used for scouting and screening of larger vessels. Frigates often operate in wolf-pack flotillas.
Normandy's a frigate.
Cruisers are
I
middleweight
believe.
combatants, faster than dreadnoughts and more heavily armed than frigates. Cruisers are the standard patrol unit and often lead frigate flotillas. Dreadnoughts are kilometer-long capital ships mounting heavy, long-range firepower. They are only deployed for the most vital missions.
Because they're hella
Carriers are
expensive.
dreadnought-sized vessels that also carry large numbers of fighters. Smaller vessels are almost exclusively used in a support role to the warships during combat. Fighters are one-man craft used to perform close-range attacks on enemy ships. Interceptors are one-man craft optimized for destroying opposing fighters.
Although if playing Battlefront 2 has taught me anything, it's that you can take out a fighter with another fighter, you know, relatively easily. You don't need to be in an interceptor.
Biotic, an artificial intelligence, is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life.
You
The
know,
term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative.
like, it might be a created intelligence, but once it reaches, you know, the singularity stage, then it's not created anymore. It's developed itself. I mean, going by Star Wars, a single fighter can take out a super capsule. Exactly. Exactly. What? Okay. I missed one over here. Starships, heat management. Dispersal of heat generated by I was talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2 anyway, but you are correct. You are correct. You drop those torpedoes in the exhaust vent, and it's all over. Dispersal of heat generated by onboard systems is a critical issue for a ship. Actually, while we're on the subject, before I continue, how bullshit is it that they're torpedoes and not, I don't know, bombs? Anyway. If it cannot deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, DRA, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armoured hull. These make the ship appear striped to thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the strips depends on the internal configuration of the ship, the patterns for each vessel are unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot. Dubbed tiger stripes or war paint by humans, the glowing DRA had a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Strip radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulties. Operations deep within the solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat from maneuvering burns and weapons fire. When fighting in a high heat environment, warships employ high efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, tanks of liquid sodium or lithium absorb heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow as a thin sheet of millions of micrometer scale droplets. Micrometer? I think it's micrometer. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 10 to 100 times as much heat as DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble a surface ship's wake through the water. The wake peels out in sharp turns, spreading a fan of droplets as the ship changes vectors and leaves the coolant behind. He was talking about the fighter flying into the bridge of the Superstar. Oh, also that. Yes, you are correct there. Yeah, the bridge being so, I don't know, crucial, explosive in a Star Destroyer seems a bit of a design flaw. Right, we want lift. We want singularity. She doesn't even have any weapons training. All about that biotic training. Yes, the Death Star is a good example too. It kind of is. Largely ignore that, actually. Just for the electronics. Sure, let's unlock stasis as well. Right, so. Liara has all of her biotic abilities available to her. She has no weapons training, so that's going to be interesting. Throw and warp are going to be my go-tos. Singularity is okay when combined with grenades, though. Also, I believe you can throw a warper to Singularity and it detonates, but I can't remember if that's in 2 or not. If that's only in 2 and 3 or not. So the both basically went for the same scene. 2 right, we did. 2 right. Okay, then. Let's go for basic armor. First aid unlocks nothing. We're good there, and I don't have any spare points, so there we go. I'm going to be largely ignoring the shotgun tree, by the way. I just don't... I'm not sure I need to be... I guess shotguns are an option in my weapons loadout, but pistols and assault rifles will do me fine, so... Anyway, I've got nothing I can do just yet. Right, this is all as far as I can go up here. Right. Time to scan keepers. And talk to Rear Admiral Mikhailovich, who is Rear Admiral, son of Michael.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a
Like how
formal
just
greeting.
one option is salute.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Oh, he's not happy then. Okay. Assault rifles are fun, but so are M32 rotary grenade launchers. They are, but there are no grenade launchers in this game. And obviously the grenade launchers in ME2 are a heavy weapon and have a very small ammo pool.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance
Alas.
our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
Sadly, definitely sadly. Also, this guy can cheer up.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's
What's
served
done
us
is
well
done,
so
dude.
far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
There is a reason that the Normandy would not stand up in a straight fight. It's a scout vessel. It's not designed for a straight fight. It's supposed to get in and get out. Seriously, Rear Admiral Mikhailovich, you should know these things.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
Mikhailovich.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
Stop
Commander,
insulting
I'm
my
not happy.
ship. I bet. You don't seem like a man who is ever happy, it must be said.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
We're trained for it.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway?
Please read history. Normandy can be upgraded to survive straight up. The Normandy can be upgraded very well. You are not wrong, Blood Rain.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed
It's
to
a
find and
scout
kill the
ship.
enemy fleet, not count how many times
Not
that
a
garrison
warship.
goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari?
Yeah, she's there.
Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
That's my choice to make, bitch. No.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are
Very
worth
expensive scout ship. You're
winning. That
not
hasn't
wrong.
been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Oh, I'm not high enough for that one. God damn it.
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Why did I get a grenade from that? Okay, how many points? Fuck that guy, indeed. How many points do I need to get through that conversation by being able to pick Paragon every time? Doesn't say. The wiki is not always terribly good at things like this. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to reload and try and get Paragon points elsewhere and come back. That'd be fine. How you doing, ladies? You know what? Let's experiment with film grain off just to see what it looks like. Let's experiment with film grain off just to see what it looks like. Oh. Cool. Alright, we'll try that. Yeah, looks better with film grain off. There's just a lot of film grain.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Okay. What a comprehensive news program that was, huh? And now I just rub my face along every available surface in the system to pick up all the side quests I can.
Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
You did tell me that, Blood Rain, yes. This is the assignment I've never done, because I haven't been the survivor before, or whatever it was.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not really. She's a little messed up.
Understandable.
She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing. The raid. I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
Wait, you have trees on the space station? I mean, there's one behind me. That joke was stupid, because there is literally one behind me. Never mind.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to... she's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
I think this is the one to the tower. Oh god, Khalisar al-Jalani, get out of here. Now that's to the Presidium. Oh, there was an attempt. I tried. Hopefully that's enough. That's a docking bay, Presidium. Ah, over there. So, this way. I believe there's a Verlis in here I could talk to. Yep.
Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorman, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
Will he though?
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do.
But
nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Standard sci-fi music. It's pretty good though. Okay, Juliet, tell me all.
Hey there. Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Okay.
Is
Maybe
there something I can do?
Is he GLaDOS?
Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Sounds
right.
final.
Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Salarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? Isn't that the Salarian who asked us to scan the Keepers?
It is.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Okay, one option was just bastard.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Thanks, Jaleed. One of these I can go in at some point, I believe, and talk to an officer. Not just yet, though. Also, is this Mass Effect 1? This is Mass Effect 1, yes. You can tell because it's blue. And I wish I were kidding about that, but you can tell what game it is based on the colour palette. Anything else I can interact with for free experience? I guess not. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is orange, and Mass Effect 3 is kind of a like steel blue, kind of gunmetal colour. But in like the primary palette. I mean, obviously there's HUD differences as well, but even just at a glance, you can usually tell which game someone's playing from the colour palette choices. Cruisers. Starships. Cruisers. Cruiserweight starships are the standard combat unit encountered away from large naval bases. The poor, bloody infantry of most fleets. Nimble scouting frigates have neither the punch nor the stamina to stand up to serious combat, and the mighty dreadnoughts are a strategic resource carefully hoarded and committed to the most critical battles. Cruisers perform routine, independent show-the-flag patrols in settled systems, and lead flotillas of frigates in small engagements, such as pirate suppression campaigns. In major fleet engagements, cruiser squadrons support the dreadnought battle line by screening their flanks against enemies attempting to maneuver for a main gun bow shot from their vulnerable broadsides. Alliance cruisers are named after cities of Earth. Fighters. Fighters are single-pilot combat small craft. Are single-pilot combat small craft. They are lightweight enough that they can be economically fitted with powerful Element Zero cores, making them capable of greater acceleration and sharper maneuvers than starships. Kinetic barrier shields change starship battles from short, vicious bloodbaths to extended, indecisive slugging matches. Only the main gun of a dreadnought could punch a mass accelerator slug through the barriers of an opposing dreadnought. This changed with the development of the fighter-launched Mass Disruptor Torpedo, a short-ranged weapon that can penetrate kinetic barriers to destroy their projector assemblies. Starship Guardian defences must be overwhelmed through swarm tactics. Fighter groups can take heavy casualties pressing their torpedo attacks home. Once fighter-launched torpedoes have crippled an enemy's barriers, the mass accelerators on frigates and cruisers can make short work of them. Thanks, Bloodrain. I'll finish this up and then hydrate. Interceptors are a type of fighter optimised to attack other fighters with no ability to damage starships. Interceptors are used to screen friendly units from incoming fighter attack. Starships, frigates. Frigates are light escort and scouting vessels. They often have extensive guardian systems to provide anti-fighter screening for capital ships and carry a squad of marines for security and groundside duty. Unlike larger vessels, frigates are able to land on planets. Frigate drive systems allow them to achieve high FTL cruise speeds. They also have proportionally larger thrusters and lighter design mass, allowing them to maneuver more handily. In combat, speed and maneuverability make a frigate immune to the long-range fire of larger vessels. In the time it takes projectiles to reach them, frigates are no longer where they were predicted to be. In fleet combat, frigates are organised into wolf-pack flotillas of 4 to 6. Wolf-packs speed through enemy formations, hunting enemy vessels whose kinetic barriers have been taken down by fighter-launched disruptor torpedoes. The wolf-pack circle strafes vulnerable targets, using their superior speed and manoeuvrability to evade return fire. Alliance frigates are named for great battles in human history. I might mention this later on in the stream, so, apologies if I do, but obviously every year there are rumours. Where am I going? I assumed they'd be at the... Anyway, every year there are rumours of a Mass Effect remaster. But apparently there are well-substantiated rumours this year. So, okay, I guess I'll just go back to the docking bay, where I came from. So, I might not play. I might have to replay this on stream, so apologies for that if people don't want to see me replay it. Obviously, I'll pick a different class, specialization, and I'll romance someone else, maybe. Or no one at all. The Mafia game's got a remaster, so maybe... Exactly. Right, let's... I'll go back to you, Khalisah Al-Jilani. I mean, every year, as I say, there is a rumor of a Mass Effect remaster, but... yes, sometime... Apparently now the reports have more credence to it, so... fortunately, of course, I have Dragon Age 2 to finish.
Show me what you got.
And The Witcher 3 still.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander.
So,
enjoy.
It's not like I'm going to run out of games to play. Also, I should point out, these 304,000 sniper rifles and whatnot, these are all with my discount for having a high charm. Ooh, the Raikou is a pretty good pistol. Oh, do you have any more? You do not, but I could do with those. Does BioWare still own the rights to Mass Effect? I believe they do. Wait, and 7 armor. And 7 Turian armor. What? Okay, that's weird. I mean, obviously there is a high-def Mass Effect 3 out there, because it was on the Wii U, and that was, I believe, a 720p console. What did I just buy? Right, not for me, for Liara and Tali. Fewer shields, but the tech cooldown might be nice. I think the shields are nice. So I guess I'll just save that. I'll turn it to Omnigel. Love to see a remastered Dragon Age Origins. Oh my god, a remastered DAO would be so good. Right, let's do some leveling. What's this? Equip heavy armor. I'm probably not going to be using heavy armor, but actually I may as well. There's no reason not to. 60-second, 30%. 1 unit. Yeah, it's just more health per. What does this unlock? Fitness, which increases health. And I'm at 4-8. Yeah, I guess it was 12. I thought it did. Let's go with assault training. Bring it out on the PS4 and Xbox. God damn it, Sony. Was Dragon Age ever on the PS4? Origins, that is. Oh, the PS3, I guess. Electronics. And I guess Singularity, just because it's pretty useful. PS3 is PS4, no. Yeah, well, I know it's not on the Xbox One, so I'd guessed it wouldn't be on the PS4. But I just have never seen it to buy for the PS3. Although obviously the PS3 was a not great console. I think electronics are fine for now. Wait, what? Where's Overload? Because that's just hacking stuff. Oh, there's Overload. Gotcha. Let's go Damping 2. Maybe that's why PS Plus was free on PS3? Maybe. Alas, I have had to let my PS Plus lapse. I cannot justify the cost right now. When I'm at that regular Twitch paycheck, who boy am I getting a PS4 and getting a PS Plus again for some of those sweet, sweet PlayStation exclusives. Right, so that's that way. I believe I went down there, yes? That's just the low awards. There might be a sign to scan, but that's it. Nah, there isn't even that. Did get a sweet jingle though, so there's that. Right, anyway, let's talk to Khalisah Al-Jilani. Let's be nice to her.
Khalisah bint Sinan Al-Jilani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
Yeah, but I meant, so like I had The Last of Us and the Drake's games through the PS Plus program, which I'm assuming if it lapses and I rebuy it, I'll get access to them again. If not, you know, sucks to be me. Also, I don't trust my PlayStation to not turn off midstream, so I can't. I need a new PlayStation anyway, basically. So.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
They know better. No, because I've barely done anything.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Time to shut you up. You can punch her, basically. I think in every game you can punch this woman.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander.
I love doing this because it gives Udina a panic attack.
By rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
You're welcome, Khalisah bint Sinan Al-Jilani something. Okay, anyway, back to the docking bay. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Oh, hey, Liara. Jordan, thank you. Would have pushed her over. Oh boy, you can punch her. You can definitely punch her.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
What's that? A side quest, you say? I don't mind if I do. You know, when I eventually leave the Citadel in like 10 hours' time. You haven't punched, but close enough. Yeah, close enough. I believe you can punch her in this game. I've never done it. I know you can in the second one because I tried it. And it gets recorded and everything, but yeah. Save the game. Talk to Lieutenant Girard. Talk a woman down out of her tree. There aren't trees in the docking bay, so I'm good on that joke.
Commander, glad to see you.
I wish it were under better circumstances. Where is she?
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
Yeah, I believe that. Use clean room, goddamn. I need to dust my bookshelves and then vacuum.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
This room seems to be okay for the moment.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, save the game again, because I don't want to accidentally kill this woman.
Strange.
What's strange?
Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
Well, I mean, I would, but every time I look out, the local star blinds me. What up, Talitha?
Stop! Stop! What are you?
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Gerard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
You're not an animal. Your parents, what did they call you? Do you remember them?
She remembers a lot of things.
It's Talitha, the subtitle says.
They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
What happened to your parents?
Let's not kill this woman.
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have lights and hoses. He's melting. Shh! She doesn't want to see that. Don't make her look. Don't look! Stupid, stupid!
I know it hurts, Talitha. I'm sorry. But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
When she thinks, water comes out of her eyes.
She cries.
The Masters beat her when she wastes water. So she doesn't think anymore. She sees them. Mommy and Daddy. Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her. They're dead, Shepard. They try to save her and the Masters burn them. Can she stop remembering now, please?
I was on Mindwar. My parents died.
Maybe we can get away with 2?
Lying! You get hit for lying! Get the buzz or the burning. Can't be there. Why are you alive? Why are you? Why aren't you like her? Broken, only fit to dig and carry.
Nobody breaks me but me.
For a while I was broken. I lost my whole family, Talitha. My friends, my childhood. I had to pull myself up and keep going.
This is badass Scar.
You lose your mommy and daddy, but you don't dig, you don't carry. You stand up. She wishes she could stand up.
What's the last thing you remember from Mindwar?
Fires. Smells of smoke and burning meat.
Ah, barbecue.
Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes to leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
What are these intimidate options? Hot damn. Why would you intimidate this poor woman?
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old?
Person, sorry.
No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they go away.
Barbecue is good.
The
Barbecue
only
is
person
good.
Blaming you is you.
You know, if everything's cooked properly.
She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode.
Ah, the Paterans are dead then.
She tries to fix the Masters, so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
Keywords cooked properly? Oh yes, very much so. Definitely, if I were to ever do a barbecue, it would be very much, right, these are cooked in the oven and then kind of crisped on the barbecue, not cook it straight on the barbecue.
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse, so you tried to heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real.
Smoked pork is good.
She doesn't want it to be real.
You know, I don't think I've ever tried smoked pork, but it does sound pretty good. I'm not a big meat person. Terrible and pansexual, I know. But smoked pork does sound pretty good.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
Also, goddammit, Talitha, you've had a hard life.
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
Oh, this is gonna totally get a kill.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
What is this angle?
She doesn't want. Don't touch her.
Maybe I'm supposed to do one line of dialogue and then step closer.
Take a step towards
and then one line of dialogue and step closer. Whoops-a-daisy. That's why I saved, though.
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
I'm scared, Dave. Will I dream?
You'll dream of a warm place, and when you wake up, you'll be in it.
Those shadows.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
I want to remember. And collapse. Right, well, Talitha, you just enjoy your sleep. Lieutenant, there is an unconscious woman over there.
Is it over, Commander?
She took the sedative. She wants to get better, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just, when I see her curled into a ball and shivering, she was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
It's alright. I'm going to have to mute the mic. I need to readjust my seat back. Let's see if that's any better. Ooh, that's a long way back for me. Maybe not. I don't like slouching, it turns out.
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her. Help her.
Hell yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your help, Commander. We are taking her to a counseling center. They'll help her get better.
Back hurting? No, I just can't get comfortable right now for whatever reason.
We'll be taking her for counseling.
Also, welcome, Gremlin. Okay, so that should mean when I level up next, I get an extra charm, I think, or I might have to get to 25 Paragon. Can't remember. Okay, well that's Citadel Secure. That's CSEC, and that done. Yeah, I don't tend to suffer from back pain so much as just being uncomfortable.
Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia.
I need to sort that out.
A devoted wife and talented
I'll sort it out straight away.
Serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
If your all day meeting the training works bad. Want to swap spines? Promise you won't regret. Sure. If you promise I won't regret it, I believe you. Let's go sort out Serviceman Bhatia's body.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must
sure
be
bad
like a
to a
survey
friend.
for you,
That's
Liara.
fair.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
Spine hurt bad? I'm sorry, I can't help. I like how there's acceleration to the camera spin. I don't know why it's there, but it makes the game feel better, I guess. Okay, right, let's... It's a tall white structure far off to your right. I need to go there anyway. I need to go to the embassies. Oh gosh, where is Serviceman Bhatia's... Where's that clock? Embassy Lounge, gotcha. So that's at the embassies anyway. Let's go talk to the Volus and the Elcor. Oh, I guess there's also Avina to talk to a lot, but we'll.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
We'll deal with this situation over here first. I believe this is the lounge. That's the Taurian ambassador. Let's go speak to him on the way back out. Oh, right, this is the Nisana Dantius as well.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
There
A
is.
man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you.
Yep.
Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Oh, that's a long time.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
But you do have more than one body.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, You of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in
You
the
go,
process.
Shepard.
I am out here fighting to stop
You go,
crap
Shepard.
like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
You're a good man, Clark Busker. You're a good man. We need more like you. Should pull me over 25 Paragon, I believe. Nope. I believe... Yep.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Why not?
What have you got?
You don't say no to
Information,
Shepard?
mostly.
That is true.
Would you like to know
Very
about
true.
some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium.
Ah, yes, the console. That was her
Shaira's.
title.
If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
She's very powerful and terrifying, but hey, people like her.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Good way of putting it. Very good way of putting it.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Thanks, bartender. I wish you had a name so I could thank you by name.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose.
Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Yeah, Frederick, shut up.
What
But
do
tell
you
me
want?
more.
Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, you can sort out the weird color of your hair.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
Did you really go to see the consort?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies. Commander, good to see you again.
I literally haven't moved Fredericks. I would also have your eyesight checked out.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
What are you? Some kind of human? Oh. Right, let's talk to Nassana Dantius. I expect I'll be throwing this offer in her face and doing it anyway, but just for the way the Paragon works out. Goddamn recruits. I want to know what they're doing in the Embassy Lounge, personally. There are obviously Flux and Cora's Den available to them. Yeah, there's no keepers out here. Okay.
Commander Shepard, I am Nassana Dantius.
No, you're not. You're a Great Alar
I
Griffin.
see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
Don't pay the ransom. You better pay. What's my part?
Coming up with the ransom seems like the best way to ensure Dahlia's safety.
That's what I thought. I did what they wanted. Transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to C-Sec immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
Why would they put you in jail? You're the victim here.
Government representatives on the Citadel are not allowed to negotiate with terrorists. It's too dangerous.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
Only encourage more kidnappings. I support the law in theory, but when I got the message, all I could think about was Dahlia's safety. I doubt they would actually send me to prison for what I did, but they would strip me of my post, and Dahlia would still be in the hands of the slavers.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment
We
through
blow them up
several
with an
accounts.
M22 rotary
Eventually,
grenade
it
launcher.
led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster.
True that.
I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
They go down with the sweet sounds of fun, fun, kaboom.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
Wait, I'm being hired. She's paying me.
My sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
Well, if you wanted that kind of confidential information, Nassania, why didn't you invite me to sit down? I'm standing here. You're having to speak quite loudly for me to hear you.
How'd you find out who was behind
They
the
do
ransom?
seem fun.
I have resources.
As you're filling them full of
Contacts
paint.
and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Keep your reward. I'll bring your sister back. I promise.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right woman for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
Did you not hear her say that you'd be handsomely rewarded? I did, but I'm a Paragon. I want those Paragon points. Okay, right, well, that's the way out, right? Yes. I completely walked past the Turian. We're going to obviously talk to everyone while we're here. So it's going to be a lot of talking for today's stream. I don't think there's a keeper in the Turian's office, but I could be wrong. There's a computer I can hack, though. Liara, keep him distracted. God, why couldn't they keep that decrypting mini-game for ME2? Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow Biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. So, there's an assignment to do later. What up, Executor Palin?
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one
I just
day.
punched my desk.
Why did you come to see me, Shepard?
Why?
Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of C-Sec. And you're the first human Spectre. Get used to people knowing who you are. At least around here.
Fair.
Tell me about C-Sec.
Very fair.
C-Sec provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. And unlike the Spectres, we work within the bounds of the law.
I'm not going to insult him.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be.
Wow, I like the top of this guy's head.
More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Fair, fair.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
What minigame you pressed a few buttons in the computer base code? That mini, yeah, exactly. The minigame where I take everything the computer has for me, as opposed to the minigame where I have to squint at code that's continually moving, and I'm on a timer to unlock, or the minigame where I have to remember electronic symbols, again, where it's on a timer, and the longer I take, the less money I get. Rules are meant to be broken. It's true, but still.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I've taken everything I want from you, I've been nice to you, and I hacked your computer. While you presumably stared at the aura, because that's the only explanation I have for that.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Yeah, but have you seen the alcohol behind you?
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Literally look at every superhero movie. You are not wrong. What are rules? Citadel conventions. These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions as a response to the destruction of the conflict and an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD causes an environmental alteration to a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMD is forbidden? I think it's supposed to be WMDs. It's forbidden on garden worlds like Earth, with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not forbid the use of WMDs on hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. Oh wait, no, because it's weapons of mass destruction. That makes sense. Many militaries continue to develop and maintain stockpiles. The conventions graded weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1. Large kinetic impactors such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations. Effectively free and available in any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion, kinetic impactors are the weapon of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nations. Tier 2. Uncontrolled self-replicating weapons, such as nanotechnology, viral or bacterial organisms, von Neumann devices, and destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them onto another world. Tier 3. Large energy burst weapons, such as nuclear or antimatter warheads. Tier 4. Alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of an ecosystem. Ecological tampering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. What do you think of a Kiwi holding an M32 rotary grenade launcher? I think that would be the single most adorable but terrifying thing I can think of. To go for it. Treaty of Farishen. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the Council races agreed at the Farishen Naval Conference to fix a ratio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Taurian fleet. Below the Taurians are the other Council races, currently the Asari and Solarians. Council associate races are at the bottom. The Human Systems Alliance is part of this last group. The ratio of Taurian to Council to associate dreadnoughts is 5 to 3 to 1. For every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3 and the Taurians 5. That's where I want to go. Samesh, I'll be right with you.
Good day, Commander.
He's still
Human
first.
ambassadors up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
You know what? That's fair. That is literally your job.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Thank you.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
But you're not busy now. That's the same one,
What's
right?
your name?
Yep.
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Safiria. So as a Spectre, could you not break into the top secret gun research labs and not get no backlash for it? Yep, that is generally the expectation. That's why the CSEC guys do not like... That's why Executive Palin does not like Spectres. You can never go in there. That's the human ambassador. So let's go talk to the Volus and the Elcor first. Let's talk to the really salty Volus first, because he's funny.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and...
I'm going to raise the dialogue volume if I can, because they're really quiet. I cannot. I'll just get closer.
And she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Why is that not a quest? You'd love to see it. Because that's more of a villain thing. Although, to be fair, that's basically the whole plot of ME2, where you're working for a different organization, and there's no actual repercussions for working for said organization.
Well, the new Earth Clan Spectre. Obviously, you are already lost. Your ambassador is next door.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
God, I love the Elcor.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Yeah, you cannot say it like that.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
Call him out! Call him out!
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
But your territory has expanded tenfold. Have you actually tried to join the Council? Have you tried for anything good? Or are you just being cranky?
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Well, maybe it doesn't, Volus Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
You love that alien's voice?
My people
the Elcor or
came
the
to
Volus?
Citadel shortly after the Asari Salarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing
Kiss him.
a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel
The Elcor
and
are
our
great.
many
The
contributions
Volus less
to
so.
galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Yeah, the Elcor. The living tanks.
Tell me about
They have great
Volus
voices.
culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Merchants and bankers, that's their services. Okay. I will tell Varlak that you love him when I speak to him.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door.
Hey, Callan.
In his own
Little gremlin loves you.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Must not make a short joke.
Rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
There's an Elcor in Mass Effect 2 that's smoking a cigar as well. It's pretty funny.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Can you see now why Jay Varro and I was saying how the Hamlet recitation's good?
How long do you think we'll continue to wait?
Elcor Hamlet.
This talk is wasted on the humans.
Right, I'm going to talk to someone who actually seems happy.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
What up, Galen?
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my
He's so precious.
It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I just want to hug him.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel.
Because they're kind of large.
Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight.
Give him a dreadnought, it'll be fine.
Plainly,
but they can only have one for every 5 Thorians
our
have.
Vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
I know that feeling.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
I love how he has such a tiny monitor in front of him.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
That is true. I only just got here, Din. Sometimes emotionless voices are so attractive. Hey, do you find my voice attractive then? Don't answer that. Please don't. I'll get embarrassed. So unattainable.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell.
I love the
Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
See, look, they have little back pizzas, but really big four hands that they walk on the knuckles of. Anyways, Eltan, tell me about the consort and what she did to you, because she did you dirty, I hear. I feel like they all could be awesome builders. Oh yeah, they go into battle with heavy weapons strapped to their backs, with other species to man the weapons. VI to man the weapons.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something
I want to see it too, but it's only in the lore.
Response. You overheard that, did you?
I don't think I ever see it.
This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Oh god, dude. I wish everyone spoke like that as well. I just don't understand emotional subtext.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
That sounds dirty. Where is she?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Also, they have really cool fashion. I don't know how they put it on, but they have really cool fashion. Right, I think I can talk to Udina for a, if he's in here, for a short reprimand about telling Khalisah al-Jalani. Cool.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
So cute.
This isn't a game, Ambassador.
Actually,
Trevor's out there trying to stop Saren from
it
destroying
kind
the
of
galaxy.
is.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The Council's watching you, and we all get judged on how you behave.
Thanks, Udina. I appreciate the support.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly,
yeah.
You're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard.
Any extra intel you can give me on our
I think
colony
I've had all
at
of
Feros?
these.
The entire planet used to be one. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind.
Yeah, I've had all of that.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Udina just disappeared, huh? He's Udine gone. Regretfully. Okay then.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr.
Hashtag
Bosco
dumb
what
joke.
we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Should that make it to the playlist, do you think?
I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
You're welcome. Yes, cool. I'll timestamp it and then highlight it after the stream. What's the date? 10/6. I'll just put 129-ish. And then Udine gone, so I know what to look for. Let's do some reading. Yes, let's do some reading, because I'm about to get some more, I suspect, from Avina. Space combat, general tactics. Shells lofted by surface navies crash back to Earth when their acceleration is overwhelmed by gravity and air resistance. In space, a projectile has unlimited range. It will keep moving until it hits something. Practical gunnery range is determined by the velocity of the attacker's ordnance and the maneuverability of the target. Beyond a certain range, a small ship's ability to dodge trumps a larger attacker's projectile speed. If you put the wrong emphasis on that sentence, you get a small ship's ability to dodge trumps. You know, but there's no gas in space, so that's fine. The longest range combat occurs between dreadnoughts whose projectiles have the highest velocity but are the least maneuverable. God damn it, I should have said there's no fake tan in space. The shortest range combat is between frigates, which have the slowest projectile velocities and highest maneuverability. Opposing dreadnoughts open with a main gun artillery duel at Opposing dreadnoughts open with a main gun artillery duel at extreme ranges of tens of thousands of kilometers. The fleets close, maintaining evasive lateral motion while keeping their bow guns facing the enemy. Fighters are launched in an attempt to close the disruptor torpedo range. Cautious admirals weaken the enemy with ranged fire and fighter strikes before committing to close action. Aggressive commanders advance so cruisers and frigates can engage. At long range, the main guns of cruisers become useful. Friendly interceptors engage enemy fighters until the attackers enter the range of ship-based Guardian fire. Dreadnoughts fire from the rear, screened by smaller ships. Commanders must decide whether to commit to a general melee, you know, the melee with spaceships, or retreat into FTL. At medium range, ships can use broadside guns. Fleets intermingle, and it becomes difficult to retreat in order. Remember, fleet, when intermingling, leave room for Space Jesus. Ships with damaged kinetic barriers are vulnerable to Wolfpack frigate flotillas that speed through the battle space. Only fighters and frigates enter close knife fight ranges of 10 or fewer kilometers. Fighters loose their disruptor torpedoes, bringing down a ship's kinetic barriers and allowing it to be swarmed by frigates. Guardian lasers become viable weapons, swatting down fighters and boiling away warship armor. I mean, boiling applies to liquids. Anyway. Neither dreadnoughts nor cruisers can use their main guns at close range. Laying the bow on a moving target becomes impossible. Superheated thruster exhaust becomes a habit. Melee with ships is literally just broadsiding. Yeah, knife fight range of 10 kilometers or closer. I think we've just got one on the Elcor and one on the Volus.
The Elcor are a citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric
I'll mute for that joke. I don't like fireworks, and I don't like smiling, so it works out.
Still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
How many mods do I have? Fat Chance, Death, or just call me Death, King Gibbon, and Angel Wraith, so 4.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
I don't want to see a Volus outside its pressure suit then. That seems like a bad time. Right, let's get a lot of stuff from Avina.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Avina's going to be the stream for about the next 10 minutes, so get comfy, stretch your legs, get a drink.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence. programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
And the fact that she looks like a purple Cortana is completely unrelated.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago.
Okay, maybe he's right to be
As
cranky.
Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added.
Maybe he's
The
right.
most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Well, you have a great smile and laugh, so that's fine. Why was humanity opposed? Tell me.
Why were people trying to keep
I
my
don't know where that came
species
from.
out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
What do you think?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Why were the Volus first?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
It's not left. You love to be happy. Being happy, I imagine, is great. I like
Why
being
weren't
calm.
they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide
Also, I struggle with
personnel and
emotions
ships for
and
the
to emote
Citadel
properly.
fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to
I'll let
meet
the
these
meeting kill you,
obligations.
but I hope it's
The
not too bad.
embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term
Everything.
Spectre
She probably
is
has
derived
records.
from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Too right, they don't.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am
Every
not
system has
programmed to make
problems.
that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
And that's that for Avina for now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Okay, that was just C-Sec. Oh wait, no, there's the thing over here. I hate zooming in. It makes the run look really awkward. Like, super awkward. Especially when going up and down slopes. Y'all have anything for me to over here to pick up a side mission from? I guess not. Let's watch the awkward run. No, up slopes I guess. Okay, it's down slope that's weird. That's back to the embassies. Is there anything to over here? There does not appear to be. Gotcha. Okay. I want to cross the river and then come back to the tower later. Oh, that's the Hanar again. That's down to the wards. I think it just takes me to an elevator to the wards, right? Yeah. Never mind. Back the way I came. Tali, good to see you. You keeping up? Sort of. Okay, right, well, we'll loop back around to the tower because I need to talk to Rear Admiral Kahoku. Can I charm my way through this now? Do I have enough Paragon points to just charm?
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
I can.
Has anyone actually complained about this Hanar?
Apart from you, obviously.
Not yet, but any good C-Sec officer removes problems before they create a public nuisance.
You've explained the law. If the Hanar gets in trouble, it has nobody to blame but itself.
I suppose I can tell my superior that I attempted a diplomatic solution. Some other C-Sec officer can arrest the Hanar. It's no longer my problem. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. It's the first time I've actually solved the problem that way. Because I find it, because obviously it's one of the first things you find. I generally just buy the. I buy the permit.
The officer has left, and this one is free to share the glory of the Enkindlers. This one offers its appreciation.
Happy to help.
This one has little money, but it can offer this. Now finally, this one can continue sharing the truth unimpeded.
What you got for me, Hanar? Medigel.
Herald the glory of the Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment.
Indeed. Leveled up though. Still not got any extra charm options, huh? Okay. Kind of want to save my points for when do I unlock more charm? Let's just do the Googling. Okay, the Mass Effect wiki, unlike the Dragon Age wiki, is kind of bad, and it doesn't actually tell you, but you get 4 free points. So apparently you spend 8. So I guess I've got 1 more point I can put in it. Anyway, in that case, I might just go for Spectre training. And barrier. Let's go with 2 in stasis, just for the duration bonus. And let's go with 2 in damping. And I think the next 2 we'll put into decryption. Oh, hang on. Decryption on hard objects. So that's all the decryption we need to unlock everything in the game. So that's cool.
Where there was only darkness.
Biotic, a virtual intelligence, is an advanced
Tell me a
form
story,
of
Codex,
user
man.
interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Cool. Cool. So that's not creepy at all.
The enkindlers gave light.
Anyway.
Where there was only
Wait. Let's go and check some things out. Is this a child?
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake
Yeah.
wants.
Who are you to tell me what my husband would want?
I'm the only person making sense right now. You're endangering your baby.
This baby is the only thing I have left of Jake.
I like how she then turned her head slightly to look at me as if like, yeah, I know you're listening, whatever. We're having this argument, please bugger off.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into
Sure
her.
thing, stranger.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
Ah, it's the vaccine
It's
conversation.
less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet
Slightly
articles
less.
say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
Right, I've heard both sides of the conversation. Gatkish is up in the Citadel, indeed. I've heard both sides of this conversation, and as firm a believer as I am in vaccination and stuff, it is her choice.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
It's still her choice.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this is not...
It is literally a part of her body right now.
Of course it is. I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes the tough
Or I'll
decisions.
kick you in the balls.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us.
Stranger.
I appreciate it.
Right, well, he had better, you know, pay attention to your decision, because if not, my heavily armored foot is going to make contact with his very soft testicles. Not your uterus, Mike. Sorry, buddy. Yep, pretty much. That's the tower. I don't think I have to activate these to actually use them, but I'll poke it anyway. Right, this is to Bar Levon, who I don't believe has anything else for me. This is a shop, which I will definitely check out. I have to go and speak to the Hanar to buy anything, but I'm just seeing if anything is interactable. I came back here when I was looking for Bar Levon. Right. Scan the Keeper. I am Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel. Does that give me the discount? Do I get a discount now? Codex entry. Would. Oh, genetic engineering. In the 22nd century, manipulation of the human genome became commonplace. Techniques of genetic engineering advanced to the point where the rich could custom build fetuses that grew into stronger, smarter, and more attractive adults. In more permissive regions, custom-designed life forms and uplifted animals occupied an ill-defined niche between property and sapient being. Travel to planets with unique forms of life brought an awareness that Earth's unique biodiversity could be lost if spliced and hybridized to gain useful alien qualities. The Sweden-Walcott Genetic Heritage Act, or SWGA, was passed by the Systems Alliance Parliament in 2161. It imposed sharp restrictions on controversial uses of genetic engineering, but provided government subsidies for beneficial applications. Screening and therapy. Most governments provide free assessments and corrective therapy for genetic diseases in prospective parents. This has nearly eliminated everything from cystic fibrosis to nearsightedness. The earlier screening and therapy is performed, the more comprehensive the results. Though ideally performed on artificially fertilized zygotes in the lab, procedures are available for embryos in the womb and newborns out of respect for personal beliefs. Enhancement. Improvement of natural human abilities is legal, but adding new abilities is not. Treatments to improve strength, reflexes, mental acuity, or appearance are permitted. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. Some genetic enhancement is provided for free to American military recruits, but the average citizen must pay for the privilege. The process can take years to reach fruition in an adult. Engineering. Artificial hybridization of genes from compatible non-human species with human genetic code is illegal. Creation of designed life is broadly legal and mainly used for terraforming and medical applications. But sentient creatures are heavily regulated, and creation of sapient life is outlawed by both the Systems Alliance and the Citadel Council. So there you go. You can't make life unless you're doing it the fun way. I think that's what you're supposed to take away from that.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Didn't I just leave you preaching on the other side of the Presidium?
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has
That's a little wiggle they do.
All of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates.
Yup.
And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
That is fair.
Who are you?
That's blunt.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as... Please take time to examine the fine...
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Shepherd view items. We'll take the license for the Sitter Foundation. I do like the shield bonus for Tali though. I can wear heavy armors, but you don't have any heavy armor. Oh, you do. You do have heavy armor. I can't afford it. Never mind. 19,000 credits. Let's just leave for now.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
Show me your items.
Non-human armors. Oh, they're fine because they can.
Commander,
you don't have any Quarian armor. Interesting. Upgrades. There we go. 15% weapon stability. Oh, polonium rounds 4, but I can't afford any of those. And besides, I'm trying to save for the Spectre weapons. So yeah, right. Hang on. Now I want to go that way. Let's talk to Avina about this area. You got something to say? You got something to say, Tali?
My people used to have an embassy here, but after we created the Geth, they were no longer welcome.
Wait. I get a crosshair for her from all the way over there, but not when I'm in front of her? Wow, I guess I just wasn't close enough. Oh, hang on, this lady's not a nice person, I believe.
A moment, Spectre. Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Everyone knows Shepard.
Your name comes up
Everyone.
in circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
That is true.
What do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures.
Aha.
But their business practices have forced
You
me
want
to
them
terminate
removing so you can
our
take everything.
relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
Oh, hang on. You can run into this lady in Afterlife, can't you? In ME2.
What crimes did these men
I
commit?
think.
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
Find someone else to do your dirty work. I want no part of a gang war.
Here are the coordinates nonetheless. What you do with them is your decision. Could you really let these men live, knowing that you can stop them? Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Damn it. She knows I'm playing a role-playing game and that'll kill them anyway for the experience. Anyway, what I was trying to do was talk to Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Good.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
Oh.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Ack, you seem to be late. I know where it's Decent Human. Everything goes up on YouTube anyway. If you particularly want to watch anything. I've literally just been running around the Citadel doing side quests and talking to people. It's not like you've missed much, but just lore.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat.
This is a bit
topical.
topical.
The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Also, I mentioned this earlier, but for people who weren't here, there are apparently now well-founded rumours of a Mass Effect remaster coming out, so I'll be replaying that probably on stream anyway, so you won't miss much.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Oh, you just wait to
Nearly
watch the bits you've
2,200 years
missed.
ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled
If
by
they're
the
true, of
Rachni.
course.
A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Fair.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's fine.
That's all for now.
Logging you out,
Thank you for
Shepard.
using Avina. Have a pleasant...
Okay.
50. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since. A species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the Hive Queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the Queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Yeah. So that happened. That definitely happened. We'll never see those again, right? Their like will never be seen. What's the quote? The like will never be seen again in the galaxy or whatever. Okay, right. I need to go and grab this keeper for my collection. Keeper, I choose you. Use scan. I don't want to go up just yet because there is a bit more to do down here. Also, up's just the bridge, really. I need to go and talk to Shayera. Just check I can't talk to anyone else. I seem to be okay.
I went very often when it was still the Arcos. Yeah, ever since this took over, I don't go anymore.
Ah, chores.
Seems like all the
Chores.
lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
Cora's Den, sorry.
The embassy lounge isn't bad, but they don't have any decent
That's the
entertainment.
bartender?
It's run by bureaucrats. They probably spend months just voting on what kind of entertainment to get.
You're probably right.
Get wrecked, Embassy Lounge, I guess. Right, let's go and see if I can talk to Shayera. I know I can at some point. I just can't remember when. Actually, doesn't she have like a mission for me?
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Contented her? That sounds good to me.
Each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Relieve it, you say?
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
That's a long time.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Ooh, she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
Or just insightful?
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Oh, of course you do, because that is what you're paid to do. I just want the
It's our job to ensure
conversation option.
My specialty is touch.
I'd like to try it.
Excellent.
There we go.
I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shayera?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Ah, there we go. Not sure why the gratuitous, butt shot.
The consort is taking notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Okay. Sorry, I was checking a couple of things while the long-ass conversation was going on. I was obviously paying attention to the conversation as well, but...
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Man, you want to get your arm out of that chair? I mean, I've heard of armchairs, but that kind of takes the pip.
This is my first time.
Add that to the Dumb Jokes playlist.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Why are you the only non-Asari in here? But good for you. Must be very good at your job. Also, I like how they're just letting me walk around armed. No big deal. Also, they only have one private room in this entire place. Interesting. No wonder the waiting list is so long. They've only seated one person at a time.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
Too.
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. But that is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
Close enough, but I'm going to touch your
I respect
face.
his privacy too
Touching your
much
face
to go
is
into
chat.
the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Your eyelashes are doing some weird things. That was an awkward hug.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Cool. Right, well, that's the side quest. Dun, dun, dun. Just running and run. Anyway. Awkward downward run.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Also, he literally... Well, literally could, but literally should not leave his precious suit. Talk to Nelly on the way back. Scanned you. Okay, time to go up. I believe this to be the stairs down to the keeper I've already scanned. Yep. Okay, so this is back over to C-Sec and the embassies, yes. So we're almost done with the Presidium level of the Citadel for now. Only have Korra's Den, Flux, and the wards to deal with. So let's just go to the tower and talk to Rear Admiral Kahoku. So, true, if slightly embarrassing story. The first time I played this, I went to Artemis Tower first to pick up Liara. And obviously Sparta is the first... What up, dude? Sparta is the first star system that you can get to in the Artemis Tower cluster. So I went there and did what I did yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I went and I killed the Thresher Maw. And completely ignored the comment about going to see Rear Admiral Kahoku to tell him about his missing Marines. I'm going to talk to Avina, but I'm just going to see if there's anything on this bridge. And it turns out that Kahoku has a whole mission chain for you, but if you never speak to him, you don't find it.
This statue shows how well the Protheans blended function and form. The mass relays were not only their greatest technological achievement, but also inspiration for beautiful works of art.
Okay, Liara. Good talk. Good talk. It's not that you are like the Protheans' greatest fan. Also, I will inevitably at some point say Promethean instead of Prothean. Do apologize. I'm an idiot, so it'll happen. There we go. Been over there.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Well, I can live here and look up at the, let's say, look over there at the wards over there and not see anyone. So you're not really alone in that, Harley. Anyway, that's a dumb joke. I'm going to stop that right now. Don't think I move faster. Don't appear to. Anyway, let's talk to Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2.
There's
You
two.
are
I was like,
standing
where
at
is
the
two?
base of the Citadel
Where's number
Tower,
2?
one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Oh, neither of those things sound good.
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
I see. What about the tower?
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Oh, that's a large number of vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person.
Yeah, I'm just going to go there in a moment.
Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I've seen it.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Time for humble brag.
I've been inside the council chambers.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
That's a great joke.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance
everywhere,
of
but
their
we don't
tasks.
know what they're doing.
Failure to comply will result in harsh
like
penalties.
children.
Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core.
Well, clearly it's accessible.
The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
And I believe that's everything.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Avina. You have a pleasant day too. Codex Man, tell me a story.
Biotic. Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range.
Who determines
there are many dormant primary relays
primary or
whose
secondary,
corresponding twins have not yet been located.
Super question.
These
Ignore
are
that.
left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
You mean like the Rachni? Also, you're right, Ethan Human. I should drink more. Chat, thank you for looking out for me. Telling me to drink. Okay, right, that's everything on the Presidium for now. Time to go talk to Rear Admiral Kahoku. And just run around the Citadel Tower. Well, I think there might be one keeper in here, but there's not actually much to do in here apart from speak with the Rear Admiral.
Your biotic skill is extremely impressive, Dr.
Let's dance to the music.
Is that typical among Asari?
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
And the Asari are the most advanced race on the Council. I wonder if all Citadel races will eventually be natural biotics.
Probably not, considering humans have to ingest Ezo in utero to develop biotic abilities. And even then, you're more likely to die from brain tumors and get space powers. Space magic, sorry. Right. Oh, Rear Admiral. I'm not even wearing my dog tag today. I'm letting the side down. I'm going to go up on the left side and come down on the right side. And that way, in theory, I'll cover everything. Although, I don't, as I say, I think it's just the Rear Admiral and maybe a keeper in here.
He's okay.
Or not. Tell me your worries, man, that I have just met right now. Tell me your worries so that I may help.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Yes.
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
I mean, do you mean the Askin
My brother's
Traverse?
the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Okay.
What kind of ship was it?
I'm here for it.
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
Well, it's not sitting, and it's certainly not a duck. It is a spaceship, so it'd be more like a easy target.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
Sure.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Paragon +2. Okay, right, well, side quest. I think there's just stuff like background conversations here. That's Kahoku. I believe this is one that have already been scanned. No, I didn't scan it at the time. That is correct. I left it for when I came back. And I came back, so I scanned it. Right, Kahoku.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Bear with me just 1 second. You know, I really hope that the one keeper that can spawn onto the map has not spawned onto the map. It's going to be so fun if it has.
No, Commander Shepard, isn't it? My name is Admiral Kahoku. Is there something I can do for you?
Actually, it's Rear Admiral, according to the subtitle.
You sent a recon team out into the Artemis Tau cluster?
Yes, that's right. They went missing a few days ago. I've been trying to find out what happened to them, but I keep getting the runaround from Alliance brass.
Threshermore.
Do you know something about this, Commander?
A Threshermore happened to them, and then it actually happened to me, but luckily I'm the protagonist in the video game, so I could just reload and try again.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a Threshermaw.
A Threshermaw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Yeah, but like, is there anything else I can do? Welcome back, Gremlin.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
So I never came back to speak to this guy, so I never picked up the quest line that he will give me later. Which is kind of embarrassing, because it's a decent quest line. Also, it kind of gives context for basically the whole of Mass Effect 2. So I'm happy to demonstrate it for people. You can talk to the council occasionally as well, I believe, but... Liara, you got something to say?
Think of all the important decisions the Council has made right here. Trillions of lives hanging on their every word and deed. It's awe-inspiring.
This game's medication. This game is very good, and there are strong rumors of a remaster, so it will look better. It's the third time I mentioned the remaster on the stream. I've got to stop, otherwise people are going to get annoyed. I mean, there are generally rumors of a remaster because it's such a popular series, but apparently the rumors are now more well-founded than ever. So I might have to replay this game on stream later this year. There's no announcement or anything, and I mentioned it at the start of the stream when you weren't here and during a meeting, so it's cool. My, wouldn't it be cool if we could get down to that room? That will never happen. Oh boy, I hope I don't have to pull up the guide as to where all the keepers are. I think it's the one outside the Embassy Lounge that can spawn onto the map. You've never seen a more somber zoomer of people than that meeting when which one of us will kill ourselves first. Ah, but you have the advantage over all of them that I'm playing Mass Effect right now and you can watch it. And you know to watch it. Okay, so scan that one. So quick run around over here. Also, don't make me unleash Angel on you. She'll talk you out of it.
Maybe, but I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
Let's keep it down there.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
The hokey cokey really is what it's all about.
Without the council knowing it?
Maybe the council does know. Everyone already assumes he's just doing their dirty work.
That's dangerous talk. I'd be careful who you mention that to.
I know. But if it's true, shouldn't we be doing something about it?
No. And I'll thank you to keep me out of it if you do.
Yeah, but Twitch streams aren't just about the games. They're about the community and just talking and hanging out, so... I'll go better in the next 2 weeks. What's going wrong? Obviously, you can let me know privately if you'd prefer. If you just need to vent, I'm always here for you. I mean, generally that goes to my whole community, but obviously I know you personally, so... I think I know you personally, unless you're just a figment of my imagination. It's hard to convey that to complete. No, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, there is the very irregular council convenes at the far end. Really? Very irregular. That's a silly question podcast, but we don't know when we're recording the next one of those. I like...
You must welcome civilization after...
1, thank you for the cheer, decent human. 2, nice. 3, I like how the cheer drops into the jar a solid like 2 seconds before the alert goes off. I'll have to look into seeing if I can alter the alert timing. My friend probably the workload is so high, feeling physically ill, wants to pay you less as you work myself to death training or replacement. Ooh.
So long a time in the
feels bad, man.
No, cities and stations were always my mother's area of comfort. I actually enjoy the solitude of dig sites.
The ship I grew up on was always full of noise and people. The solitude of a dig site would drive me crazy.
Maybe it's time to start slowly moving all of your eggs into a different basket with a different client. I mean, I know it's not very easy to do, but... Okay, so that's the tower. Let's go down. Where's the down? I thought there was a down nearby. There's a ward's access over there. I'll run over to it. I'm worried about it constantly working for thing out. You read about the constant interviews being emotionally draining. Should I listen to? Oh, I mean, that's just because I know it's the whole role playing as a profession experience. I know how tired I am after a day solid of role playing, so. I guess that's not something you get doing Pale Reach games exclusively, sort of. Like, obviously, I'm used to doing like 2 games on the Sunday occasionally, and I know how tiring that is. So anyway, where's the ward access? Did I run past it? I think I ran past it. It's on the other side, I think, actually. Oh, the Seasec Academy on that side. Sure is. Sure is. God damn it. I guess I'll turn around and run back the way I came. Oh yeah, I'm good at maps. To be fair, I could just teleport. Where's the fun in that? Also, the rapid transit means I miss keepers and things. I thought this was the Emporium for some reason. Addiction. Yes, addiction. It's like cocaine. I'm in 4 games a week right now. Two games back to back drains you as a player. Never mind. Yeah. Whereas I'm this weekend, for example, I'm doing 2 games back to back on both Saturday and Sunday. End me. So my fault. First game you went to man hooked me. Well, I'm sorry that I'm a good GM.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has
there it is.
To direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
I think you have to wait to Mass Effect 3 for that to pay off, but the payoff's good. Is in the game. Well, Call of Cthulhu is the first one, so I'm going to have peak energy for that, and obviously you're in it, so it's going to be amazing. And then I'm running Scion for the Onyx Path Virtual Con as a demo, and then I'm running Scarred Lands for the Onyx Path Virtual Con as a demo on Sunday, and then also that Scion game's 8 till 11, and then after Scarred Lands I've got the Harry Potter game in the evening. Right, this is Seasick.
So how are you liking your post?
Oh, it's not.
It's good. Busy though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel.
H11. Yep. Eastern Standard. Eastern Daylight.
Still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Yep, but you were playing Call of Cthulhu before that, dude. You can't blame me for that. I'll take the blame though.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others
You
are
gonna
going for Novio's farewell thing.
Get out of the way, Liara.
Damn, I forgot that was today. Where's he going again?
Novaria. Apparently, they've got a huge demand for corporate security.
Oh, he's not gonna like Novaria.
Novaria? Isn't that the frozen planet?
It is.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's also
go.
dangerous.
I guess the pay's pretty good.
Huh.
Anyway. First D&D game. Yeah, but you were interested already. Oh, because it'll be relevant. Even though the cafe's opening, you know, relatively soon. I won't be doing games there for a while. I'm not comfortable with the whole lifting of the lockdown thing. By the way, this is the entire map. It's just one corridor. You know who doesn't get burned out in characters in Mass Effect? They got energy for days. That is true. That is true. They are very perky. Shepard has RBF.
Tali, are the Quarians concerned that the return of the Geth will lead to more anger against your people?
The Geth killed billions and forced us from our homeworld. Most Quarians believe we have paid properly for our mistake.
I hope the other races view matters in the same light.
Please stay home and live. I will try my hardest. Whoosh. I mean, I guess truthfully, the only reason I'm not doing 5 games a week is I like taking the Monday to write my Patreon material. And that's the only day I have free. Also, I play D&D in the evening on a Monday anyway, so it would be less than ideal. This is the door I want. Rub my face on the door. Hope really DMs don't abandon you with cafe opening, but they will. Oh, Henry won't. Just haven't yet. Well, I obviously can't promise Henry won't, but odds are he won't, because he appears to be enjoying being able to use Fantasy Grounds. Sure, I'll run around Cora's Den. Oh, hang on. Nope, I can't go to Cora's Den just yet. I need to pick up an assignment that requires me to go to Cora's Den, and then I may as well do them at the same time. It's not Chorban I need to talk to. It might be someone at CSEC, actually. I will have a talk to Chorban while I'm here.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Chorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Your lies are catching up with you. We spoke with your friend, Jalid.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Go on.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
It's illegal.
Keepers are almost impossible to scan.
A
and
smidge?
You can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
Look how one of the options is just sigh.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
See, the thing here is that if I go with Shaw, I'm reasonably confident I end up with Renegade points. So I'm just going to check. Shorban, not Shorlan, Shorban. Oh jeez, either just going to stick with I can't get enough of the information. Plays got busy doing black out. Just got a opponent cutting the army RP himself. Playing D&D Tuesdays, Vampire Wednesdays, and Call of Cthulhu must dismiss to write something. Hope the online play continues too. Well, thank you for the cheer, decent human. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's a good spread of games. I'm doing D&D Monday, Wednesday, Vampire Masquerade Thursday, and then Harry Potter on Sunday. I too enjoy not having to go out to roleplay. Although a lot of my games are online anyway, so... Anyway, I need... Scan the keepers. I'm not going to kill him, because you can totally kill Shorban here. It's the one in the Elcor and Volus Ambassador's office that can disappear, so I will go and check it's there. Here we go. Abandoning the assignment is possible. I guess you Paragon and XP, but there are no Renegade points for completing it. That's it. Focus the weird icon next to your name. It's you have the second highest. You've donated the second highest amount of bits this week, so that's what that means. So Decent Human now has number 1. There are plenty of other places to get Paragon points.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
I've mentioned this before, but you can technically get infinite Paragon points in Noveria, so it's not such a big deal that I didn't take the Paragon option there of just abandoning the quest.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Yes, many good supplies.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Yes, you've cheered 100 and humans donated 102. You would cheer for Extreme Shame. That's fine. I'm assuming there to be yes. License, upgrade, and upgrade. And that's it for now. You gotta earn it. I mean, I do feel like I have to earn any money I have to work for any money I quote-unquote earn on Twitch, so that's fine. Oh, God. No. No, not Conrad. Oh, God, no. Fine. Fine.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We'll be seeing this guy a few times throughout the course of the playthrough.
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
You not like him? When an assignment reads, "You have been approached by Conrad Werner, he seemed like a harmless fan," and it's not complete, what harm could there be in talking with him? I hope that indicates where that kind of character arc is going.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colony.
He's also bugged.
Will you be needing supplies?
Alas.
Show me what you got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Again, we'll just grab these things. I'm running low on money, but it's fine.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades. Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
Thanks.
It doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
I also like how the Volus pressure suits makes it look like they have enormous mustaches.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
It's cold.
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very
Told you.
snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
Yes, because it's a corporate haven.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans are the
then
first
pick
to
them up and put
colonize
them in the
it,
rubbish
but they
bin.
are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
I should be going.
It's fine. It's fine.
As you say, Earth Clan. Good day to you.
Scan the keeper.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help you.
That's fair.
What you...
Can't help you.
You don't have a receipt, you don't get the money back. That's how it goes. Honestly, dude, do you know nothing about interstellar economies? Well, this looks shady. I'll leave you guys be. Oh, folks be. That's Flux. Market's course den behind me. How do I... Maybe it's something in CSEC. Oh, right. Back to where I came from. We'll just do it around here and then go down. Oh, wait, it's just CSEC down, isn't it? I don't think there's a keeper there, but I should probably check just in case, actually. Thinking about it. There's one tucked away back here, though. Hey, yo, Dr. Michelle. How you doing? Everything in here first. All sci-fi people look better in onesies than you. I don't even own a onesie.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
I do not own a onesie.
Commander Shepard, I didn't see you come in.
And it's fine, Dr. Michelle. I personally disappoint everyone I meet, so I think you're fine.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this.
I'm missing out? How
They
come?
never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
I'll just make this problem disappear, shall I?
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him, but won't they expose my past?
Not when I'm done with them.
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I'll break the
I was told
legs.
to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander.
Oh god damn it! I think this gives you a discount with Morlan.
You're a doctor.
Oh,
did you
I
end up
think
here
I've
on
done
the
this
Citadel?
before.
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
It's
Let me
pleasant.
take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Of course. All stuff that I can't really afford. So that's fine. Coke Central Medigel, I assume.
Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
This thing is technically illegal, but hey, it's all good. So it's fine. Okay, so that's Morlan. That's cool. All well and good. That's a keeper down there that I've grabbed. Or I scanned. I did not grab the keeper. Interfering in with the keepers in any way is highly frowned upon. You're right, I should hydrate more. Thanks for looking out for me again, chat. I don't think there's anything down here, but, you know, check anyway. Oh, there is. Good thing I checked. Do you have anything new to say to me, Officer Lang?
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
Nope. Oh, I know Dead Hawken.
Do you know a CSEC
Nah, it's
officer?
the same question.
Drinking on the job, taking bribes.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
That's just a CSEC. Good thing there isn't a redeem to make you chocolate. We could make you hurl. I mean, it's like I control those options. Or something. Is there a cutscene somewhere near here?
You should be careful who you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist is with the local criminals.
Maybe.
I mean, Fist is dead. Also, Fist was in deep with the local criminals.
I heard he actually buried some corpses under the stage at Cora's den.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yes, and it might explain the stench in that place.
I could get used to living like this.
I see.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
Your hair is incredible. Oh, no Shepard dancing just yet? Chat, you're missing out.
It's out of my hands, Rita.
Ah, there we go.
I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful. You know how stubborn your sister can be. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Doran.
This is the thing in
Sorry,
Chorus
I'm
Den.
kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
You can give me a reason to go to Chorus Den, actually.
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
Just tell me! Yeah, it's okay, go on.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
I knew CSEC was related to this in some way.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
I do not believe that I get to shake when I yell, just tell me.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Tell me more.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Oh yes, Quasar. It's basically blackjack if I recall correctly.
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's Den. Now her sister Rita is all worried she might be in some kind of trouble. Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though. She's a stubborn one.
Fair, fair.
If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me.
Cool.
We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Really wants me to play Quasar. Guess I'll go and play Quasar.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Except that's a lie. I won't do it just yet. There's a quest later to play it.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Okay. Ah, you know what? Let's do some gambling. I'm not going pure Paragon, so I can do that quest later. Yeah, I need to get 20. I'm feeling good. Feeling slightly better about this. Hell yeah! That's how you win Quasar. Nope, I won. I'm good. I'll be back. Don't know how I trigger that side quest, but I'll be back for it. Flux has good music though. Right, let's go talk to Morland first, and then go to Cora's Den. Mostly because Morland is just the other side of the wards from everything else, and I think swing by Cora's Den on the way past, on the way back to Dr. Michelle. So, because I think Cora's Den door's down there.
It's a bank statement. It shows that I bought something from you when I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from my store.
But I didn't buy anything else here.
How do I know that? If you don't have the proof of purchase, I can't help you.
But...
Sorry.
Oh, that's real awkward. Anyway, Morland's downstairs. Also, I don't know what Shepard's looking at when she looks around occasionally. Right. Are you blackmailing the good doctor? Because it would really suck if you were. I would have to do something about that.
Hello there. Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies.
but I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Things have changed, Morlun.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
No, it's not.
Shut up, Morlun. I told Baines you'd screw this up.
Krogan.
What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
I'm Commander Shepard. This is my favorite store on the Citadel.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Talking, you're dead. You should reconsider.
You're shutting down a medical clinic. What if someone needs treatment? What if you need treatment?
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Coward. Morlun had the right idea.
It is good to see him humbled so.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
So, I don't know if you heard in the background, but they totally drew weapons just in case, because there is a chance that that goes poorly. Okay, I guess while I'm here, I may as well attend to this stuff. It's the wrong way. Oh, it's not. Never mind. Now, Chorus then. You remember, I've killed the owner and quite a lot of the staff. Well, I say I killed the owner. Rex killed the owner after he'd surrendered, so it's not my fault. Something to say, Tali? What? Tali?
I love this place. The crowds, the action. It's great.
Tali, this is a strip club. If you're into that kind of action, good for you, but I know you're not because I can't romance you as FemShep. Hey, Jenna.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSAC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
Maybe she wants to be a stripper. Maybe she does, but Quarians can't take their suits off. Maybe she likes girls, but Shepard not her type. Fair. That's fair, actually. Good point. Good point.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
She puts on a brave face.
Or she gets the hose again. That's good. Go back to Rita. General Septimus, my friend. How are you doing?
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
If you feel this way, General, then why spread lies about her?
'Cause she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
You're pathetic too. I understand.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
No exceptions? Interesting, interesting. Straighten up and fly right.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It would be more productive than sitting here.
Where there are a lot of privates.
Maybe you're right, Commander.
Hey, that's a joke.
Sha'ira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
Really shiny nose.
I'll go to her.
Very shiny.
After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Sha'ira.
Thank you for the cheer. I assumed that was sufficiently shameful.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
That's fine, I need to go there anyway.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and convince against the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Sha'ira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
This is what time to clever pervert jokes can also win it, perv or shame or
Thanks,
both.
Commander.
Excellent.
You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
But I'm a commander. Okay, that was weird. I believe this is related to Rita and Jenna. Man, there's a hole in your sock? Oh no.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
I mean, I'll ask, but I'll get
What
nothing.
did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
You like glass?
That was odd.
Transparent?
What was he trying to tell us?
Sharp?
I guess we better go find out.
A strong structural material, tempered to weather all extremes, apart from cold and heat, apparently. So, no extremes. CSEC's down. As we'll go to CSEC. Do I have to go talk to Baines again? Not Baines. Dr. Michelle? Yeah, I do. I might as well just go through here. Fragile? Oh, I was just trying to build up your confidence. I know the feeling. Don't misunderstand. That box is slightly through the floor. I don't like it. Like myself. I don't like myself. Right. Open, 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 open. Thank you. And C6 down there, so it worked out. Strained and stretched thin, like butter spread over too much bread. Are you in fact a hobbit possessing a ring of power? Not a high joke. Oh god, just realised that could be a high joke. I am so sorry.
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you anymore.
But
Really?
I have the ring of power. It's
That's
my
a great
engagement ring. I
relief,
don't know
Commander.
if you can
Thank you.
really make it out on the webcam,
I
but
can't pay you for your
it's got the
help,
script and
but
everything.
I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What
Maybe.
can you tell me about him?
The fabric, yeah, it's
Last
great,
I
isn't it?
heard, the Alliance military
It's just
was contracted
steel
to do
painted
some
black, but
research in the Traverse.
it's cool.
Perhaps Captain Anderson will have some knowledge about this man.
Not interested. Too good idea.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more.
I mean, you can put it on
Is there
any
anything
finger.
else I can help you with, Commander?
We're just engaged, so this functions as my engagement ring.
Let me take a look at what you have
Of course.
for sale.
Yeah, I still can't afford anything even with the discount. Oh, I could afford First Aid 1, I guess, but... Okay, so that's back to the embassies for 2 things. So I'm going to head down to CSEC to talk to Chelik before I do that. And I believe this is everything on the Citadel that I can do right now after wrapping these up. I know I think I have to go back to Sha'ira as well for something, but I don't know if it's an item I pick up that just I give to her or she asked me to fetch something. Anyway. To Chelik! Oh, and there's the gambling thing in Flux as well.
I am curious about the helmet you always wear, Tali. Does it contain technical augmentation systems?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
I suppose that makes it more likely you will return from your pilgrimage then. You are only truly safe on your flotilla.
Also, as is not really a spoiler, You can access her suit logs in the second game, and she's downloaded personal pleasure programs. Is it possible to both adore and hate oneself? Yeah, totally. I'm just more into the hating myself than the liking myself category. Okay, Chelik is up here, I believe. Oh, also Khalid. Yeah, I should probably talk to him again. Hey, dude, I found your partner. He wasn't trying to kill you. Oh, hello.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, officer. Julie, not
Hello
Khalid.
again. Did you have any luck finding Shorben?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
What a lovely treat, indeed.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
What about the data? You did not mention that before.
Did not mentioned. Accidentally did the subtitle.
Told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
The trees in CSEC are great.
I was afraid Shorben would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm helping, dude.
I'm scanning the keepers for Shorben, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorben can forgive and forget, then so can I.
I do say so.
I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
You better had. Don't think I'm done yet. 19 of 21. God damn it. I'll save the experience points because I don't think I can. I can. Excellent. Hit me with charm 10. Yep. Charm 10 and I don't want to put that at the point. Can we get a closer look at the tree? Sure. Give me a second. What was I going for? Advanced shield boost might be good. But advanced unity really helps. That unlocks sniper rifles, that's marksman, carnage, overkill. And then of course there's fitness, which should be useful as well. Go for advanced unity. 1 point in that. 1 point in lift. There we go. The tree, you say? I presume you mean these trees. Do you mean these trees? Or the tree in the middle of the area back there? I do like CSEC, it's got a great design. And then obviously there's this tree, which I assume is the one you meant. There you go, there's a real close look. That's as close as I can get. Tali, do you want it? Thank you. Right, Chelik. Now I can talk to Chelik. Gotcha.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were just there to help her out.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
Probably.
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
How much do I have to pay to do my job and pretend to be me? Probably a lot.
You're a smart guy, Chelik.
Perhaps even
Figure out
priceless.
another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A.
I'm sorry.
I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
Sure.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the
Are we on
Citadel.
about prosthetic arms?
Meet our
or...
man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge.
I have some great mods too.
What do you suppose happens when we lose
Don't have
that
anything
edge?
here right now, but
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I know Angel isn't because she's doing stuff, but
I'll persuade
anyway.
Jax to tell me where these mods
Beat that
are
joke
coming
into the
from.
ground.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bat bust.
Fair.
Where can I find this
I am not a
Jax?
police officer. I am a
Jax is
spectre.
down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
It's just that guy. Going back to the markets. However, this time I'll take the rapid transit system because I can get straight to. Because I think I can go to Cora's Den and tell her. Oh, I can't. Interesting. Cool. Okay. In that case, I believe this to be the door to the market. Nope, that's the requisitions. I believe this to be the door to the market. Muzak time. Oh yeah, it's Muzak.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Salarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Apparently, LGBT plus folk have been declared enemies of the state in Poland, which fucking sucks. Well, I put a downer on things. What do I even say after that? Sure, I could have taken rapid transit, but I like running through the market. Guy has something weird going on with his neck. Save the game.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Maybe.
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods.
That looks right.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
I'm taking you in, Jax.
It's a sting! Bastards set us up! The hell are you playing at?
Just kidding.
Here's your money, Jax.
Sense of humor, huh? It's gonna get you killed one of these days, Army. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Love that you can do that so much. Return to Chelik. I mean, yeah, I believe you can arrest him as well, but as Chelik says, it kind of sends all of his leads away, so... You know what? It is just faster to do this. Wards. CSEC. Actually, this might put me outside CSEC. I want to be inside CSEC. Oh no, it puts me inside CSEC. Cool. I've arrived at CSEC Academy. Good, because that is where I wanted to go, game. That is the location I specifically chose and read aloud and selected. Silly game.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Keeping tabs on me.
Here's your shipment, Jellic.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need.
Loot, you say?
Commander, take this. I won't need it. You've earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
You're welcome, Sherlock. Oh, okay. Extra phasic rounds. That's just a straight up upgrade, huh? Sure. Okay, now I believe I can go and tell them... Oh, no, it's just done. Cool, okay. So I need to go to the Elcor place. Where haven't I been? Huh. I guess I'll just run around here, see if there's a keeper in here that I haven't scanned. Pretty sure I've been over on CSEC though. Oh, I didn't really spend much time in Chorus Den, to be fair. Yeah, I grabbed that one at the start of the stream. Okay, let's go back to Chorus Den and see if there's any keepers in there I can scan. There isn't one in there. I do have a list, so it's not a big deal. And there's only 21 of them, so it should only take like 10 minutes to go through the entire list. So it's not a big deal if I have missed one. May as well just go to the fast travel point. Wards. Of course then. And back into Chorus Den. Right. Are there any keepers in the strip club? Something to say they are.
We Asari are more accepting of our sexuality than most other species. Some club owners like to exploit this by hiring us as dancers.
That's fair. Kind of thought that'd be locked because of it being red, but I guess not. I guess I just walk through back to Fist's office, even though he's super dead. Did I not take that last time? God damn it. Interesting. It's a good thing I came back here, otherwise that would have been there a whole game. Until I found the journalist who's looking for it, obviously, and then I would have come over here, but there we go. Harkin I've spoken to. Okay, there are no keepers in here at least, so. Sort of wasted journey, but I did pick up the OSD, so not entirely wasted. I know I need to check the, where did the fast travel? There we go. I know I need to check the Elcor office. I need to talk to Anderson anyway. Where haven't I been? I didn't run to the end of Flux, to be fair. Let's try Flux. save for good measure. And then... oh, there we go. There's the cutscene I was looking for. Sucks to be that guy. Really? He's going to shake it off? You got beat over the back of the head?
What is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
But you were cheating, were you not?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Basically, we have to gamble for
now
this.
You're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Isn't that cheating, though?
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
What's in this for me?
Keep your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
Does the device help me win?
Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to
Why
allow
don't you just sell the device then?
What? No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. Besides, you saw how easily it was detected. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
How many renegade points do I get for doing this? Why is this wiki so bad? Doesn't say. Does not say. I don't think so.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
Will give me experience is the thing. It will give me experience. Oh, there's no morality. Cool. Okay, I'll do it.
Change your mind? You gonna help me record those wins?
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my...
Yeah.
Just need a few more
Let me
wins
do it.
recorded.
I'll help you out.
I suppose I could let you try it.
Otherwise, it's
Here
going
you
to
go.
be in my
When you've recorded enough wins,
journal
it'll
for
let
the
you know.
entire game.
Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Also, you can dance after doing this quest, so... Hey, Ari.
Why is the music in these places always so loud? It almost seems as if the people here want an excuse not to talk to each other.
Fair. Okay. Is... There is. There's a keeper at the far end. Cool.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
I got you out of hell. Thank me later. Time to talk to a keeper. So there's basically one place to check, and that's in the ambassador's office, I think.
I believe this machine has been tampered with, and someone is funneling credits to a private account. I will attempt to trace the signal.
Okay. High stakes Quasar. Should have saved. Pay out 200 credits. Yep. I will play again. If you need money, this is a slow way of getting it, let me tell you. I believe. Hell yeah. This is what, game 3? This is going to go over.
Don't often see someone getting as lucky as you.
I'll play again. I've saved, so if I get kicked out, it's no big deal. Also, I can just give the device to Dolan, I believe. The background noise is kind of annoying, if I'm going to be honest. It's so bland and inoffensive that it is in and of itself offensive.
Your luck seems unnatural, human.
I'm good on that one. Let's go for a low stakes one. I believe. No. No, I do not. Okay. Let's go and hand this back to Shells, and then there's the signal tracking. Yep. Shells, I got the information you wanted.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
You
Here
bet.
you go.
No, I
it's what you're
bet,
looking
actually.
for.
Excellent indeed. This will provide me with invaluable data. You enjoy those winnings. I'm gonna get the system completed.
I like how it updates the map. I guess it's just because it's removed him from the map, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Rita, see if she has anything to say. What time is it? Cool.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
That's good to hear.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
I sense that you are less than pleased with her return.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around.
She's
I
my
had decent tips since she got back.
She's my sister, but I hate her. Huh. Interesting. Can I dance now? Shepard dancing is something special. Oh, I'm dancing with Liara. Oh yeah. She is a much better dancer than Shepard. Can I dance with Tali?
This music is interesting.
Nah.
I wonder if I can find a copy to bring back to the flotilla.
She dance with Liara again. She is a far better dancer than Shepard. We'll come back for another dance later, Liara. Right, I know I've got to go to the wards access corridor for the... Ah, yeah, I may as well just do it now. I think that's this one. I think it's the alleyway. Oh, hey, Emily's the one who wants the OSD I have.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
What do you want, Emily?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm a journalist investigating corruption on the Citadel. You recently took down a man named Fist.
Rex took him down,
reportedly a member
technically
of some
speaking.
sort of organized crime ring. Did you find any evidence in his office? Is there anything you can share with me?
No.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fisk's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped.
I have.
Here, Commander, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
You're welcome. And that corridor is this way, actually, so that works out. I think this is the corridor. Could be wrong. I'm gonna save just in case. I guess this isn't the corridor I thought it was. Oh, it's literally just called alleyway. Okay. Gotcha. So I call it an alleyway because the map calls it an alleyway. Okay, where's the ward's access corridor then? I guess I'll check the lower market map. Ah, that's the wrong way. This way. But I'm on the map now. Interesting. Where's the... There it is. Is there a ward, just a ward's access teleport? There is not. Okay. Right, well. I need to go and check... Oh, there it is. I need to go check the Elcor Volus Embassy and then wrap up. Right. I think this whole thing leads me to one of the back rooms at the Emporium, I think. There's nothing to scan there. That's a problem for the future. I really need to go and see if that keeper is there. Temporarily losing my mind. There we go. Interesting. Anyway, that's a problem for the future. I really need to know if this keeper is where it should be. If not, I have to reset the game. I believe. And by which I mean just load the game. That Solarian walk cycle is very suggestive. Anyway, this is a fast travel point. This should be the embassy. It is. My brain works. Go my brain. Go brain, you did good. You did real good. And I have stuff to do in this area anyway, so it works out. Anderson's in there. I need to talk to you. Fuck. It's not here. Okay. That means it's below the map. Hopefully this works. Hey, it worked. And that's 21 of 21.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The
I accept to trust him.
He could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Actually, we have proof. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
Thank you, Beatbox Ben. Really appreciate it.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful.
It does help. Pushes me one closer to my follower goal of Halo Combat Evolved.
I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
Get wrecked, Din Vorlak. Get wrecked, Din Vorlak. Yeah, I got money, experience, and Paragon points from it.
Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
Cool. Right, I'm going to talk to Anderson, and then I have to wrap up because I have D&D in a very short time, and I need to cook food. But first, Anderson, tell me about Baines.
Commander?
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military's keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance.
Should be hyphenated.
Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku.
Okay.
One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I guess I could talk to Admiral Kahoku.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Yeah, why did you kind of like teleport slightly? Anyway, how's my journal looking like? That's Ward's access. That's Comrade, so I just have to go coming back to the Citadel. That's a side quest. Need to go back to Need to go back to Shira. That's fine. That's flying around. That's flying around. That's flying around. That's flying around. All the UNC stuff's flying around. And that's also there. Okay, most of the stuff on the Citadel that I've got is done. I just need to do that. Talk to the consort, and obviously the Baines thing. Which one was Baines again? Blackmail. You know what, let's just do it now. So I don't forget between now and Friday. It won't take long to get to the tower because it's just down the thing. Speed. The fastest way to move is to throw grenades. But I can't. I don't want to do that in the Citadel. So we're going to go with this, which is the same speed as this. I think it just makes it feels faster because the camera zoomed in a smidge more. Kahoku, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I've got to get to you first, but I'm coming for you. So that keeper that I had to reload the game for, you can also push it out of the map by throwing grenades in the office. That's weird. It's a bug. It's never fixed. Well, BioWare fixed games. That makes no sense.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates
I did that.
on the Citadel
That was me.
and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Really is some awkward Muzak that's happening right now. Really is some awkward Muzak. 12 followers off of Halo, in case anyone's curious. 5 subs off of Moemon. I really should add that information to the stuff below the Twitch video player. Alright, Kahoku. 1. I'm still coming for you. And 2. Why didn't you tell me about Baines? Tell me about Baines! I need to know. Oh, right, Kahoku's not here. He walked off. God damn it. Where's Kahoku? I guess I'll talk to her instead.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers.
Nice purple dress.
I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting
what?
rich.
A journalist
this
with
is about safety.
ideals?
I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
Capitalist society feels so attacked right now.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about.
I am worried about that.
I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up.
Hire more people.
We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
That's how the society
this
works.
Bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area.
Will do.
Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Well, I'm glad I came in here to speak to someone who isn't here. Damn it, Kahoku. When did you come back? But at least we picked that one up. So that's it for today. I do have to go and eat and stuff. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Always looking for feedback about how I can improve matters. And we'll be back on Friday with more Mass Effect and subpar commentary. Hopefully entertaining gameplay though. Did a decent chunk, leveled up to 19 out of 60, technically speaking. I'm reasonably happy, almost at 40% of the possible Paragon points in the game. Reasonably happy with where things are going. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the follows, for the cheers. And see you around. Hopefully you can tune in on Friday. If not, no big deal. Have a good one wherever you are in the world. See ya. And I hope you stay healthy.